Hi, so Blizzard have announced their post-normal heroic week, pre-mythic week tuning, class tuning and tier tuning as they promised. Now, it's not necessarily the same ones I thought. So Retribution Paladin, for example, nothing at all. There's two types of things that might have been expected or may not have been expected. There's class tuning and then the tier tuning. As Ret Paladins, we mostly expected the tier tuning. We expected our tier 24 piece to be nerfed a little bit because at the moment we'd be wanting 4-piece tier 20 and only 2-piece tier 21. Blizzard are not really okay with that, but at the same time they're okay enough with it to leave it alone. In point of fact, it's not going to be a long-term thing. As soon as your tier 21 gear is of the same raid difficulty level, if you see what I mean, as the previous tier, you will actually want 4-piece tier 21. So what do I mean by that? I mean, if you've currently got 4-piece heroic tier 20, then as soon as you've got 4-piece heroic tier 21, you will use 4-piece heroic 21. If you've got mythic tier 20, then as soon as you've got 4 pieces of mythic tier 21, then the item level increase will make the 4-set tier 21 better than the 4-set tier 20, just in numbers terms. So it's really just about the case of the 4-set tier 20 is a bit better than the 4-set tier 21, but the item level will push the tier 21. So in a little while, we will be sort of moving over to there. Maybe they're happy enough just to leave it at that. But in the meantime, yeah, we're going to be using that. There were a few changes, though, that might have some people alarmed. I'm not going to go through all the changes. I'll put a link below to where Blizzard have announced these changes themselves. It covers quite a few specs. Dotting classes. So Shadow Priests and Affliction Warlocks have had their dots nerfed. Reason for this is just because you're multi-dotting, guys. You know, when there's ads on the fight, you're chucking everything everywhere, doing silly damage. All it is to tune that around. They've obviously taken the view that Shadow Priests in general are not overpowered. So although they've reduced the damage on Vampiric Touch and Shadow Word Pain, they've basically buffed every other ability to try and compensate for that. So that's okay. Affliction Warlocks, not so much. It's straight up buffs, nerfs, sorry. They've nerfed dot damage. They've also nerfed some tier set as well. Obviously, the view has been that Affliction Warlocks, do you know what? You're in pretty good shape. Maybe you need taking down just a little bit. Not go mad, not go mad. And then the other one, this was, I don't know whether this is funny or tragic, because for Beastmaster Hunters, but most especially for Fury Warriors, it's hilarious when you read this. So I'll read it out for Fury from the point of view of Fury Warriors. I do feel sorry for you, by the way, but it's still funny. So, when both Convergence of Fates and Juggernaut Battle Gear 4-piece are equipped, the value of the 4-piece tier set is reduced. What a convoluted nerf! And what is this all about? Basically, this is why I find it funny. I'm not like, you know, ragging on Warriors, poor fellas, but it's just the way it comes across. It's Blizzard basically saying, stop using old trinkets. It's 2 tiers old now. Stop it. Stop it. And I know we brought in Titan Forging and we said we want you to go back to old content with a chance of an upgrade and we want you to do this, but we didn't think you'd actually do it. We don't want you using old trinkets. Will you stop it? That's how it comes across. That is how it comes across. They're saying, oh, Fury Warriors still want Convergence of Fates. What are we going to do about that? Is the answer, well, let them have it then. Doesn't matter, does it? The answer seems to have come back. Oh, we can't have that. That's Nighthold gear. So, yeah, Fury Warriors. Sky is falling if you're a Fury Warrior at the moment. I don't know that it's necessarily going to be that bad, Abby. I mean, it's one of these things. I mean, the other thing as well, these are hotfixes for the new reset. So at this particular point, it hasn't even gone live in North America yet. It says the value of the 4-piece set bonus will be reduced. Reduced by how much? I don't know. We don't know at the moment. But the intention is pretty clear. Blizzard have the intention that you are not using Convergence of Fates in Antorus. That is the intention of this, isn't it? So although, you know, I'm sure people will want to see exactly what the effect is, I think you can be fairly sure that you're not going to get away with it. I don't think anyone's going to be saying, the theory crafters, when they have mulled it over properly when they actually find out the details are going to be saying, do you know what, we can still get away with using it. That's probably not going to be the case, because otherwise Blizzard have just wasted their time with this nerf. Same as I say for Beastmaster Hunters, but mostly what I've heard is a lot of QQ from Fury Warriors. There are a number of other buffs and nerfs. Rogues have had a few little buffs there. Outlaw Rogues, buff by 4%. Good joke. But, you know, Assassination and Subtlety as well. Little buffs as well. And other set bonuses. So have a look in the link below, as I say. Check it out for tomorrow. For Retribution Powers, I'll just come back to that because that's my spec of choice. What does it mean in the short term? It means I don't have to worry about getting 4 set. You know, they were going to make a change to the 4 set tier 20 that had me thinking, right, I've got to switch. You know, I'm going to have to get I've got 2-piece tier 21. I'm going to have to get another 2 pieces. Now, there's not so much pressure because, you know, by the time I'm getting Mythic Gear 21, tier 21, you know, I'm going to have access to more of them anyway. So it means I can focus my coins on the relic and trinket bosses a bit more, which is pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. Let me know what you're thinking about what's happened to your classes down below, of course. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like. If you're first time to my channel, check out my content first. Don't just straight away subscribe. I know everyone sort of says subscribe at the end. I sort of generally do. But check out my content first. If it's the sort of thing you're interested in, do hit subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you later and have fun in Antorus during Mythic Week.